You are watching an Al Bear review. Cue the music. What's going on, my have and have not family? If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Listen, man. I'm in a few little Facebook groups, with the have and have nots. And a lot of people saying the episode really wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll say this. I enjoyed the episode. You feel me? And I guess I enjoyed it from a talking standpoint because I know I come and do these reviews. So I'm always just looking for something that's content worthy, if you get what I'm saying. So I enjoyed the episode. You feel me? Like everybody else was just like it was a whole bunch of nothing, etc., etc. But it's crazy, but I enjoyed it. I know it's crazy, but look, let me just go ahead and hop into it. Excuse me. So the show picks off where it left off last week, where Justin has the gun to David's head, right? Excuse me. And look here, let me tell y'all something, man. In this scene, we learned that both David and Justin love Jeffrey and they'll kill for him. You know what I'm saying? Which is all fine and dandy, but you know how it is. I really don't care. Now, moving on. So, Justin telling David, get out. He breaking and entering, etc., etc. And I'll be the first one to admit to you, I really did love and enjoy David calling Justin a boy. I just did. It just felt like to me one of those scenes that just spoke status, power. I don't know what else, man, but it just felt so good hearing David call Justin a boy. Let me hit this water real quick, y'all. Hold on. Excuse me, my throat getting kind of dry, but it just felt so good, and I was just like, I kind of like that it was wrote that way. He was like, boy, if you put, I'm a little excited, but he was like, boy, if you pull a gun on me, you sure better use it. And I just love the fact that he used the word boy, because if y'all know about the word boy, the history behind it, y'all already know. But so that, that excited me as well. So, David just got to the point where he just started calling Jeffrey names. Jeffrey in the bathroom like a little punk, hiding or whatever from his daddy. So eventually he comes out. He sees his little fake boyfriend got a gun to his daddy head, and somehow or another, David was able to knock out a Justin's hand and get it himself and tell Jeffrey, let's go home. And Jeffrey was like, nah, I'm staying. I'm trying to help him, etc., etc. And he goes as far as to give David an ultimatum, like, I'll leave him alone if you leave mom alone. And David was like, it's two different things, got blase, like, oh, we know David planning something. But I got to go in. Jeffrey, how do you just walk into the living room, seeing this man who you don't even want to be with got a gun to your biological father's head, and you ain't going crazy, man? You're supposed to put them hands on that dude, man. I'm telling you, it couldn't be me. Well, it wouldn't be me, but I'm just saying, man, you're supposed to put them hands on him, man. Like, you ain't gonna pull no gun on my mama or my daddy. Who you like? I don't care who I'm dating. No, we ain't doing that. And that's a no-go. So, I can't, Jeffrey, man, I gotta be careful with my words, but man, Jeffrey, I couldn't stand that, man. You supposed to check him, put them things on him, but he ain't do none of that, man. He just, telling his daddy to leave, like, leave? This man got a gun in your daddy's head and you telling your daddy to leave? Man, look, I can't. Then, moving on with this whole Jeffrey David situation, not David, but Justin's situation, later in the show, you know what I'm saying, he kind of quiet and calmly tells Justin that he didn't have to pull a gun on his daddy like that. And Justin was like, what you mean? He shouldn't have sent no men over here to beat me up. And And Justin to myself, I can't believe you taking up for me. You're damn right, I'm taking up for you. You had a gun to my daddy head. I saw it. You feel? I don't know if you got beat up. You could have beat yourself up, but you had a gun to this man daddy head. Man, you know what? If I see, this is when I was watching this show, y'all, I was just praying, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I need just David to put his differences with Veronica aside and team up with her for just this one moment and help her kill Justin or beat the gay out of Jeff. I don't know. We gotta do something, because look, I can't deal with that, man. That thing just had. I just watched the show. You know, I watched basketball last night, so I'm fresh. I'm just fresh. But he need to go team up with Veronica and handle this situation. Now, what else I want to say about this situation? So then, you know what I'm saying? Justin, like I said, Justin come back to my. He shouldn't have had these people sent, you know, blase. Look here, man. Then Jeffrey's phone was ringing, and Justin asking who is it, and Jeffrey like nobody, just my dad. He really want me to come home, and then this thing, you know, Jeffrey. I keep messing these boys' names up, y'all. I apologize. Justin is somehow or another talking about some. Let me see your phone. We got to be able to trust each other. I don't believe you. Whoop-de-whoop. So the phone rings. Dummy Jeffrey pull it out. Justin take his white cry on the phone, and they have their little exchange, etc., etc. But man, just and I know this TV, I know it's fake, but man, look here. If being gay is this tough, if trying to go from being a straight man to being a gay man to trying to be with somebody who already gay is that tough, and I got to be in an abusive relationship, well, because you know, let me say this, the show goes on, and Justin pulled out 2 guns. He put one to his head, one to Jeffrey's head, saying one of these guns got a bullet in it, so one of us gonna die. You know, if going from being a straight man to a gay man gonna have anybody acting like that, thank you, Jesus. I love women. Thank you. Oh, Jesus, I love women. I cannot, man. I can't. I was just like, you know what? I was like, you know what, Tyler Perry, this might be the most emotional season ever, because I'm really on my soapbox about this thing. If, like, I'm gonna say it one last time, if from a straight man turning gay, trying to be with a man who's already gay, take this much of I don't even know. I can't, man. I need to move on, man. But that doggone Jeffrey, no, he is soft, boy. I cannot stand Jeffrey. He ain't stand up for his daddy. He ain't put them hands on that boy, and not a boy to put a gun in your head. And you know what? Moving on. Moving on. So, there was this, you know, Benny watching TV. He noticed that they talking about Candace, and you know, him, Mitch, everybody's in awe. So he goes into the room, tells Hannah she got to see this, turn the TV on, they talking about Candace, potentially being the new first lady, etc., etc. Now let me go ahead and say this. I was disappointed that we didn't have no Derek in this episode. It was still a good episode, but if I just needed a phone call or something in this episode. But when Benny went in the room to tell Hannah that your daughter's about to be the first lady, all that good, Hannah was balled up in the bed with her hand on her head, curled up like she had a migraine that just wouldn't go away. And I was just kept saying to myself, when I was watching the show, I said, boy, that headache must be hurting her like hell, because her hand was up here the whole time. I just wanted to mention that. I did. You know, it's crazy, right? So anyways, Benny calls Mitch over to talk about this insurance money that he owes Mitch's family or whatever the case is. And long story short, Benny can't get the money. He's scared to just go take the money out of their account, etc., etc. So he trying to figure out what are they gonna do to him. And Mitch told him, he said, man, they gonna break both of your legs and they still gonna want their money. So your best bet is to come up with the money, because every day that you don't pay it, or every week you don't pay it, it's accumulating interest, etc., etc. So they're trying to figure out a way to come up with the money. So Benny thought, thinking, you know what? And look, let me say this about Benny. One of my regular, viewers on YouTube, I believe it's Juke Mob, said that basically, Benny ain't nothing but Jody from Baby Boy, and I couldn't agree with that. I couldn't agree more. The only pushback I'm going is Jody found the hustle. He did, and he had women. He was laying pipes, so he had places to go lay his head. Benny ain't got nothing but his mama. That's it. Now, you owe somebody $20,000. I mean, you better do it. Hey, you gotta go against mama word to get it done. But anywho, Benny come up with the idea saying Mitch should ask his family for the loan, and that way he could pay the family back, and he could just work to pay Mitch back. And Mitch says, no, I'm not trying to get caught up in that lifestyle. I don't want to be a part of that. It's hard enough to separate myself from that. And Benny need to just respect that. So, as usual, Hannah is eavesdropping, so she come on in. And she tells them to continue to talk. And then Benny was like, I could get the money from the money that we got from the criers. Now, need I remind you, we talking about over three something. I forget the exact number. I think it was like $3 to $5 million. $20,000 ain't gonna win. Ain't gonna even be a dent. It ain't. And Hannah ain't gonna budge. Hannah like, we gonna get on Miss Cryer back her money. We were going to the bank first thing in the morning. Y'all know, look here, Hannah, I know you just found out who your rapist is, Candace's daddy, but you just pissed me. You ain't, she asked the question. She said, so if you don't give people back their money, they gonna kill you. And she still ain't budging. So I believe Candace is becoming her new favorite since she about to be in the White House. That's all I'm saying. So anywho, Mitch is like, look, ask Candace for the money. She got you into this situation when she mortgaged the shop and all that type of stuff like that right there. So yada yada yada. So he called Candace, etc., etc. Now, I guess I'll give Miss Catherine a little playtime on my review. Catherine is, I don't even want to talk about that. Long story short, Catherine trying to get us her boy Toy trying to run game on and make sure he get hurt. If you know what I'm saying, getting them pockets real deep, etc., etc. Let's talk about Veronica and RK or SK or whatever his name. So, RK, SK, whatever, ain't give Veronica back the jury, so he trying to make up for her by kissing and sucking on her. She ain't going for it. So, he finally says, okay, fine, I'll do what you want me to do. I'll make sure your son, go crazy about me or whatever the case is, but I ain't doing nothing sexual. Now, here's the thing. Veronica, if you truly believe Jeffrey is not gay, if you truly believe that, why are you hiring somebody to play gay to get Jeffrey to be all about them so you can do God knows what? It just don't make no sense. But I'm here for it because I love you. I love all your foolishness. And anytime you doing some foolishness, I'm trying to be right in the mix. So that was pretty much Veronica in this case. So finally, Candace, she does tell Charles about what the president said about her being a hot piece of black ass. He gets so upset. He was like, man, I'm about to handle this right now. Call my people. They gonna, whoop-de-whoop. And she was just like, no, don't call nobody. I shouldn't have told you. Let's not let it play like that. Yada, yada, yada. And so he was just like, I already know what kind of man he is, etc., etc. We ain't having that. You feel me? So she was like, let me go ahead and break you off a piece of this, candy cane. Get your mouth thing. Now I will say that they, and maybe we'll get the scribble pole in the White House. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Look here. Second black president, rules changed a little bit, but Rod couldn't put the scribble pole up in there. You know what I'm saying? But Charles, you can put the scribble pole all up in there. You feel me? You can go ahead and do all that. Now, what I will say is this. I don't know if Candace got something up her sleeve or not. I don't know if she really remember where that line come from or whatever it is, but we'll see. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about Candace and Charles. Charles looked like he ride or die for Candace, but that's about it. But I believe next week gonna be the week we see Wyatt pull that gun out, man. I can't wait because he told Catherine and Jim, well, specifically Catherine, to hurry back from the hotel with her little boy to her because he has a surprise for her. You know, all that stuff like that. So I can't wait to see that. But Jeffrey, Lord Jeffrey, boy. Hey, boy, David need to put you out, boy. David just need to say, get your stuff and get the hell up out of my house. You gonna let that little punk pull a gun out on me and you gonna stay with him and not leave with your pappy? Man, look here, boy, look here. Ain't enough Jesus gonna stop a man. Hey, look here. Hey, I would not doubt. But man, look here. But I believe that's it. That's all I have. If y'all got something, let me know in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Everybody, be sure to like, leave me a comment. And I'll see y'all. I'll see my have and have not family next week. Until then, I'm out of here. Peace.